All right, everyone, go ahead and just roll yourselves down if you're not already there. Before we start to settle in, you're more than welcome to do a little bit more movement if you want to. So you can do movement for the spine, movement for the knees, movement for the neck, as Oliver likes to say, yeses and nos. You can also do some happy baby, whatever feels good, some nice long leg extension. I do encourage working on a little bit of rotation with that spine, but be very gentle with that rotation in the beginning. Very gentle since we're just warming up, we're just getting started. If you would prefer, you don't even have to do this movement part. You can just start to settle in and relax that body down. But I do encourage a little bit of movement in the beginning. And again, don't forget that neck, yeses and nos, along with the spine, the knees, the hips. And let's also not forget the toes and the fingers. We want to crunch them up and then we want to extend them. We want to spread them. We can tighten them up a little bit, but let's really focus on spreading of the toes and fingers. Excellent. Relaxing the shoulders with movement, the spine with movement, the neck with movement. Just a little bit longer, and then we are going to start to settle in. Really good. Opening up the hips. Stretching, elongating that spine. As we start to settle in, this is up to you as well. So you can extend that body nice and long, or listen to your lower back. You can bend one knee, you can bend both knees. Relax. For those arms, you're more than welcome to stretch them. And again, listen to your body. If it feels better, you can bring the arms in so they're on the stomach, they're next to the hips. Whatever feels good to allow yourself to relax down. The reason I do encourage the T-shaped arms, it tends to roll the shoulders back and open the chest up just a little bit wider. But again, some of us have more comfort with the arms in closer, and that is what we're looking for right now. So we're going to start by taking nice deep breaths where we pull it in through the nose and we exhale out through the mouth. These deep breaths are up to you. You time how long you're pulling that air in, how long you're pushing that air out. You take that time relaxing into that breath as you pull it in, as you exhale it out. Beautiful. Really feel that breath as it goes into the lungs, as it fills the chest, and then exhale as you press that air out. For the next couple of breaths, I want you to take a deep inhale, and I would like you to pause. It can be a very short pause before you start to exhale. So you're going to pull that air in through your nostrils. You're going to hold your breath just for a couple of seconds, and then you're going to exhale out. As you exhale out, I want you to think about becoming deeper into the back of the head, the neck, the shoulders, all the way down the spine to the glutes. So we take that breath in, we fill that body up, pause, and then we exhale it. Those eyelids should be a little bit heavier. Those ribs should be open and dropping down into the mat. Those glutes should be heavy. The legs should be heavy and relaxed to the side. For the next breath, I'm going to join you. We're going to do a longer pause where we start to build up that tension in our lungs. So let's start by relaxing down even deeper. Here we go. Nice deep inhale in through the nose. And then we pause. We're building this tension up, building the tension up. And then exhale. All that air. Beautiful. Relax the shoulders, the neck. Nice deep inhale in. Build that tension up. Build that tension up. And exhale. Beautiful. Breathe comfortably. For the next one, we are going to take a deep breath in. And then as Carol says, we can sip just a little bit more air in. And then exhale. I'm just going to do 2 of these. So relax down into the shoulders, the spine, the glutes, and nice deep inhale in. Inhale in, pull that air in through the nose. Start to build that tension. Take a sip right here, a little bit more air in. And then exhale. Gorgeous. We're going to do one more just like that. Nice deep inhale in, pull that air in, pull it in, pause, build the tension. Sip just a little bit more air in as much as you can. Pause and exhale. Gorgeous. Allow your body to cycle back to a comfortable breathing. I'd like you to take it and slowly start to bend the knees, placing the feet flat on the floor. Gently bring the arms in so that they are next to the hips. Make sure the heels are in close towards the glutes in a comfortable position. We're going to start right into pelvic tilt and release. Pelvic tilt and release, like a rocking back and forth. But when we're doing this pelvic tilt and release, try not to use the heels, the balls of the feet, and the toes. We're using the glutes and we're using the pelvic floor to do this action. Pelvic tilt and release, warming that powerhouse up. Let's pelvic tilt and hold at the top. Try not to push deep into the feet. Start to squeeze your glutes as tight as you can, like you've got a quarter and you got to hold on to that quarter. Breathe through this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Relax the shoulders, the neck, the back of the head. Nice deep inhale and release that hold on the glutes. Release the pelvic tilt. Right back into the pelvic tilt, release. Pelvic tilt, release. Pelvic tilt, release. Let's pelvic tilt and hold. Now, not only are we going to squeeze the glutes and keep the feet light, but let's work on that pelvic floor. Think about pulling that pelvic floor in and up towards that rib cage. Hold on to it. Breathe through this. Relax the shoulders, the neck, the back of the head. Pull that pelvic floor in and up. Breathe. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Release back down. Please pull the knees into the chest. And we're going to do a midline rock. So we're going to pull the knees in tighter and release slightly. Pull in tighter and release slightly. Pull in tighter. Now you could go a little faster if you want to, or a little slower. Whatever feels good, comfortable for that lower back, the glutes and the hamstrings. Just a couple more. And now please release the feet back down onto the floor. One more time. Pelvic tilt, release. Pelvic tilt, release. Pelvic tilt, release. Let's hold at the top right here. Pelvic tilt, hold. The feet are light. Squeeze the glutes tight together. Pull that pelvic floor in and up. But now I want you to think you have hands under the spine and you're trying to push deep into the hands
to mush the hands between the spine and the floor. Breathe through this, relax the shoulders, the neck, the back of the head. In through the nose, out through the mouth, push down into that back. Feel the abdominals engaging. Nice deep inhale and release back down. Beautiful. Pull the knees into the chest. Midline rock. Midline rock. And again, a little faster, a little slower, whatever feels good for you. Beautiful. Pause that rock. Place one foot on the floor and glide the leg out. Doesn't matter which one. Excellent. The knee that you're holding on to, open it gently to the side. But as you're opening it, think about your back growing deep into the floor so we're not dropping with that leg. Bring it back center, and now bring it slightly across the stomach so you're stretching your glute and the hamstring and you're not rotating your spine. So your lower back stays on the mat. So you should feel the glute and the hamstring. You can move the knee up and down a little bit to get a better stretch. Bring it back center. Pull both knees into the chest, back to the midline rock. Back to the midline rock. Excellent. Go ahead and pause right here. If you feel comfortable, we're going to do side to side rock now. Side to side rock. Range of motion is up to you. And remember, we're still warming up, so not too aggressive on the side to side. Please pause again. Place the other foot on the floor and glide that leg out. Beautiful. The knee that's in the chest, take it to the side. And again, grow deep into that lower back so that you're not dropping towards the side that the knee is going to. Stay sunk and deep into the mat. Bring it back center. And then the very small range across the stomach where we're stretching the glute and the hamstring. Make sure that you move the knee up and down a little bit till you find the better stretch and hold it right there. Beautiful. Bring it back center. Bring that leg back in. So we've got both knees in. Keep the knees closer to the chest towards the armpits. Take the feet and gently lift them up to the sky. So depending on flexibility and mobility, so it's like happy baby, we're pushing the knees down towards the chest, towards the armpits, and we're either holding on to ankles, calves, or for some of us, we can go the bottoms of the feet and we're either pushing or pulling down. Just relax into your lower back. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. Go ahead and close those knees down. Hands are on the outside of the knees and back to the midline rock. Back to that midline rock. Excellent. Just a couple more. And then we're going to rock ourselves all the way up, bending the knees, placing the feet flat on the floor. Whenever you're ready, rock yourself all the way up. Place those feet flat on the floor. For the hand position, you can either modify and hold underneath, or you can challenge yourselves and lift those hands up so that you're not holding on. Let's start off by gently tucking the chin into the chest, not a hard tuck. C-shaping the spine, pulling the belly button towards that spine. We're going to take quarters of the way down. The first half, let's take it not so deep. Take it a quarter of the way down, and the reason being is we're going to come back up. Take it half of the way down. I still want you to challenge yourself. Feel the engagement. Use either the back of the legs or the abdominals and pull yourself all the way back up. Drop the shoulders down, lengthen the spine. Tuck gently, C-shape the spine. And now I want you to challenge because we're not coming back up. Quarter of the way down. Readjust the feet so they stay into the ground. Half of the way down. And again, challenge yourselves here. Really feel the engagement. Pull down with the belly button and take it 3/4 of the way down. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And now slowly lower yourself the rest of the way down. Beautiful. Just relax here for a moment. Let the neck relax, the shoulders relax. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Gently creep those knees back into the chest and rock yourself up again. One more, please. Feet are flat. Modify hands underneath, a little more challenge up. Tuck gently and C-shape the spine. Pause right here. Pull the abdominals. Think about scooping the abdominals. Take it a quarter of the way down. We are coming back up, so don't be too aggressive with the half. Take it half of the way down, but challenge. Find your point where you're, before you get to the sticking point. Come on, all the way back up, pull it up, pull it up. Beautiful. Drop the shoulders, lengthen your spine before we begin again, and gentle tuck. C-shape the spine, scoop the belly, and let's go. Challenge, quarter of the way down. Really challenge here. Take it half of the way down. So I want you to get stuck here. You're not going to be able to come back up. 3/4 of the way down. Get stuck. You can't come back up. And then slowly articulate all the way down. Beautiful, everybody. Go ahead and stretch yourself out, whatever feels good from now on. So that can be long legs, that can be knees in the chest, that can be dynamic windshield wipers. Happy baby. Dynamically moving, however it feels good for your recovery, or just settle in for your recovery. Nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. I'd like you to pull the knees gently into the chest. Extend the legs up to the sky. Let's get those hips warmed up. Rotate those knees facing in towards each other. Heels out to the side. Rotate knees parallel. Rotate knees out to the side. Heels facing in. Parallel knees. Face them in. Parallel and out. Parallel. Face the knees in. Parallel and out. Face them in. Beautiful. Let's hold it and open the legs slightly with the knees facing in, and we're going to flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. We've got 4, 3, push through the heels, 2, last one, beautiful. Pull the knees gently into the chest. There we go. Relax down into the lower back. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. Go ahead and place the feet flat on the floor, and I'd like you to take it and grab your large ball. Take that large ball, extend it up to the sky, pull the knees into the chest, extend the legs up. Place the ball between the heels or the ankles and the calves. Modification, your knees are going to face forward. More advanced, you can rotate out so that you're in between the calves and the heels. Modification, parallel knees, rotation out, a little bit more advanced. We're going to go up into the 100 in this position, but before we begin, think about lifting the legs up and away from the floor, lifting the legs away from the hips to engage the abdominals. Nice deep inhale, tuck gently chin into chest, raise shoulders off the mat, and arms beat, 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 beat. As you are doing these arm beats, make sure that body is quiet, sunk deep into that lower back, that there's no movement there. Pull that core in, push that belly button down towards the spine. Think about having quarters in your armpits, and you've got to hold on to those quarters. You got to squeeze the arms in to make sure those quarters don't drop out. We'll do a 4 count and release all the way back down, grabbing that ball, giving us a full break. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Please grab that ball. Give yourself a good recovery. Excellent. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Take that ball, extend it back up to the sky, knees into the chest, extend the legs. Modification hold or advance hold with rotation. Hands are on the ground, lifting the legs up and away. We're going to do rotation with those legs. Let's take one leg in front, the other leg behind. Range of motion is different for everyone. Pause right here. Hold on to it. Breathe. Bring it back center and pause. And switch. Pause and breathe. Try to lengthen those legs as much as you can. Bring it back center, pause. Beautiful. Now, if you'd like to add on to this exercise, we're going to add the upper body. We can tuck chin chest, shoulders off the mat, hover the arms, or keep that head and arms down. Rotation of the ball. Pause and hold. Breathe through this. Bring it back center. Pause. Excellent. One more. Pause. As you enter that rotation, hold. Bring it back center. Beautiful. Grab the ball. Give yourself a full recovery. Wonderful. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Wonderful. Relax that shoulders, the neck. Let's take that ball once again and extend it up to the sky. Pull the knees in. Now, before we place the ball, we are going to put it between our feet. Place that ball right up between the feet. The arms are relaxed down. Make sure neck and spine is aligned. Let's take it and flex and point those feet. Flex and point. So we're just rocking that ball back and forth. Rocking that ball back and forth. Beautiful. Keep flexing and pointing, lengthening the legs. Now I'd like you to take it and flex and hold. Hold this flex, gentle squeeze of the ball. So if you would like to add a little bit more squeeze, you're more than welcome to, but you don't need to. Into the point and hold. And again, you can add a little bit more squeeze, working on those adductors as well, the inside of the legs. Flex, pause, and hold. Push those heels up towards the ceiling. Think about lifting the legs up and away. Back to the point. Pause and hold. And again, lift the legs up and away from the floor. Gentle squeeze. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and grab that ball. Give yourself a recovery. Beautiful. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Wonderful. Remember, even when we're going through the exercises and we're at the breaks, drink water whenever you need to. Take breaks whenever you need to. Listen to that body. You could take longer breaks in between if you'd like, but make sure that you keep that body hydrated and good recoveries. Let's take it. Bend the knees, place the feet flat on the floor. Modification, we're going to pull those heels in closer towards the glutes. More advanced, we're going to take those toes and walk those heels out a little bit further. The ball is on the stomach. We are going to roll this ball up towards the top of the knees, but hand placement, everyone, is on the outside center of the ball. So we don't want to have the hands next to the chest. We want to have the hands on the outside center. We're going to roll this up towards the top of the knees, but we won't lock our elbows out. We're using the upper body to roll this ball. Let's prepare by pelvic tilting, squeezing the glutes, driving your spine into the floor. Nice deep inhale, tuck chin chest, and roll that ball up. Keep those hands on the outside. Don't slowly bring them to the inside. Keep them on the outside and slowly articulate all the way back down. Beautiful. Think vertebra by vertebra. Let's do that again. Nice deep inhale in, tuck, and roll. Keep those hands on the outside. Keep the elbows soft. Don't lock those arms out. And slowly roll it back down. Beautiful. I'd like you to take one leg, doesn't matter, extend it up, and then drop it down so it is parallel to the bent leg. Let's place the ball on that leg that you extended. Nice deep inhale in and roll the ball up that leg. Same thing on the outside of the ball, not on the inside. And slowly articulate back down. Notice your knee. Is your knee lifting or dropping? Try to keep it parallel the whole time. Let's do it again. And roll. As you're rolling it up, is that leg lifting up or is it dropping? Keep it parallel. And slowly roll it back down. Beautiful. Don't let the leg move. We're going to do one more. Inhale in and exhale. Roll that ball up that leg. Don't let the leg move. Use that core. Drive all the way back down that spine. Beautiful. Release the leg and switch. Extend, drop, Lock that leg in, place the ball onto that leg. Let's go. Tuck chin and roll. Breathe through this, everyone. Please don't hold your breath. And slowly articulate back down. Think about when you are doing the hardest part of the exercise, we use that exhale. So an inhale in right here, and then exhale as we do the exertion all the way up. Then we breathe again. Beautiful. And then slowly articulate back down. Don't let the leg move. There's a lot of moving parts. Nice deep inhale in. And use that exhale for the exertion. As you roll that ball up, don't lock your elbows out. Don't lock your elbows out. And slowly articulate back down. Beautiful. Release that leg. Place the ball to the side and give yourself a good recovery without the ball. Excellent. Allow yourself to relax down, hydrate if you need to. Nice dynamic stretching or static stretching. And now when you're ready, I'd like you to grab that large ball again, please. Take the ball and extend it up to the sky. Pull the knees back into the chest and extend the legs up. Place the ball between the legs, either modify or rotation out for more advanced in between the calves and the heels or the calves and the ankles. From here, let's take it and extend the arms up so they're parallel to the legs. But when we extend the arms up, I want you to be very careful here on not hyperextending the arms. Please relax those arms down so you're melting those shoulders into the floor. Also, think about lifting the legs up away from the floor to help drive that spine down. We're going to take it and drop the arms and the legs, but the range of motion is about keeping that lower back on the mat. Here we go. Nice deep inhale in and drop arms, drop legs. And again, range of motion is about keeping the lower back engaged, using the abdominals to push through. Come on back up. So it's not about your length and ability to drop the legs low. It's about your abdominals. Here we go. And drop the arms, drop the legs. Beautiful. So it's not about flexibility here. This is about keeping the core fully engaged, rooting right deep into the floor. Come on back up. Excellent. We've got two more just like that. Here we go. And drop arm, drop leg. Range of motion for this exercise really isn't very large. It's quite a small range to keep that core fully engaged. Come on back up. Breathe through this. Remember, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Use the exertion. Inhale in and exhale with the exertion. And then we breathe through this. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. Come on back up. There we go. Grab the ball. Give yourself a good recovery. We have been waiting for you. Relax into the shoulders, relax into the back of the head. Wonderful, everybody. And again, make sure that you are stretching. You can do soft rotation for that lower back if you need that, if your body is asking for that recovery stretch. Okay, please grab that ball. Once again, extend it up to the sky. Please bring those knees into the chest, extend the legs up, place that ball once again so it's in between the ankles. But this time I want everybody to have parallel knees rather than having a rotation with those knees. From here, we're going to keep the knees in close towards the chest, and we're going to tap the ball onto the ground next to our glutes and then extend back up to the starting point. Here we go. Bring it down, tap on the floor, and then bring that ball back up. There we go. Bring it down, tap, and back up. Again, bring it down, tap, and back up. Beautiful. Bring it down, tap, and back up. Keep going. Bring it down, tap, bring it back up. Keep the knees in towards the chest. Bring it down. So I don't want the knees going towards that ball. I want them in towards the chest. Tap, and back up. Two more, please. Bring it down, tap, and back up. Last one, and leave it on the ground. Leave it on the ground. Place your feet on top of the ball. And now dynamic stretching if you want, pulling the knees in, pushing the legs out, or you can static stretch it. Wonderful. Hands on the ground, everyone. Let's walk that ball back in so it's underneath the calves only, not under the heels. But I also want you to take your feet and bring them together so they're glued together. Feet are glued together. Readjust your body because we're going to bridge ourselves up. Modification, hands are on the ground. More advanced, you can place the hands across the chest. Squeeze the glutes, pull the abdominals in. Let's bridge it up. Now make sure that you have the ball under the calves, not under the feet, because we want ankle mobility. Let's take it and flex and point those feet. They're together too. Flex and point, or as together as you can get them. Flex and point. Let's flex and hold right here. And now rotate those feet out to the side. Try to keep the heels close. Point. Rotate them back in together. Flex. Rotate out to the side, point, rotate in, flex, out, point, rotate in, flex, out, point, 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 in, flex, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Last one, and release it down. Gorgeous. Give yourself that recovery. Excellent. Relax into your back. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. Hands on the ground, everyone. Let's take it and place one leg on top of the other leg. And again, make sure that ball is rolled in so that you're under the calf, not under the heels. Hands are on the ground for everyone. Nice deep inhale in, and when you're ready, I want you to bridge that up. Beautiful. We're going to take it halfway down with the glutes. Go ahead and lower the glutes about halfway. Pause. And press all the way back up. Excellent. Let's do that again. Halfway down. Pause. Press all the way back up. Now this time, let's go to a hover. So we're as close to the ground as we can without touching. Take it all the way down to that hover and press all the way back up. One more. Take it all the way down to that hover and press all the way back up. Beautiful. Full release down and quickly switch which leg is on top and which leg is on bottom. Hands are on the ground. Bridge yourself up. Beautiful. Same exact thing. Halfway down. Hold. And press all the way up. Squeeze the glutes. Halfway down. Hold. And press all the way up. Beautiful. Let's go to that hover. All the way down to the hover. Pause. And press all the way up. Fantastic. Last one. All the way down to that hover. And press all the way back up. Pause, hold, and articulate down. Fully articulate down. Beautiful. Stretch it out. And remember, your stretch is different than your neighbor's. Do what feels good for those glutes, those hamstrings, those lower backs. Wonderful. All right, I'd like you to go ahead and walk that ball out again, but make sure it's underneath just those calves. Hands are on the ground to start us off. When you're ready, bridge it up. Excellent. Slowly sink deeper into the leg that is closest to the tennis court. Slowly sink all your weight into that one. The leg closest to the mirror, we're going to take the big toe and trace down the bottom leg, or the leg closest to the tennis court. Pause. Extend that leg up to the sky. Pause. Beautiful. Bend the knees. Pause. Trace all the way out, but don't relax that top leg on the bottom. Lengthen it, hover. Now keep it long and lift that leg up to the sky. Fantastic. Bring it back down into the hover. Bend the knee, trace the bottom leg. Excellent. Extend that leg up. Bend the knee. Trace down, hover. We're almost done. We're almost done. Long leg lift. Beautiful. And down onto the bottom leg. Recover all the way down. Beautiful. Stretch it out. Nice work. Breathe. Remember, use recoveries when you need to. Listen to your lower back. Pull those cores in. Protect that lower back with those long extensions. Never any pinching or sharp pain. Any of those, we want to relax down, give ourselves a full recovery. All right. Go ahead and set yourself up for the other leg. Sink deep, hands are on the floor. Make sure you're only on your calves. Nice deep inhale and bridge it up. Pause. Now we're sinking deep into the leg closest to the mirror. The leg closest to the tennis court is light, and we trace. Big toe down that bottom leg. Extend the leg up to the sky. Pause. Bend the knee. Pause. Extension out. Remember, we do a hover right there. That's the hard one. And now lift that leg long up to the sky. Beautiful. Back down, long leg. Bend the knee. Trace that bottom leg. Pause. Extend that leg up. Lengthen. Bend the knee. Excellent. Pause. Lengthen and hover. We're almost there. Lift that leg long up to the sky. Keep it long all the way down, but rest it on that bottom leg and release it down. Beautiful. Give yourself recovery. Just breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hands on the ground. Please walk that ball out. But now I do want you to walk all the way out so that you are under only your heels. Only your heels. Now, if you feel any pinching because of this long extension, some of us may, then I do want you to walk that ball back so you're under heels and the calves. Always listen to your lower back. If there's any lengthening that causes any pain, bring that ball back for support. Otherwise, let's take the leg that is closest to the mirror, pull that knee into the chest. Extend that leg up to the sky. Everybody take your hands, place them across the chest so your shoulders and elbows are fully off the ground. The leg that's extended up to the sky, I want you to lift that leg up and away from the floor. Flex that foot, rotate that hip and knee towards the mirror. And now we're going to drop the leg towards the mirror. But as we're dropping it, the leg that's on the ball is going to lighten. We're going to be so light on that ball that we're having it so the only thing we're doing with that is keeping the ball from rolling away. Bring that leg back up to the sky, point the toe, rotation hip and knee again, and back down towards the mirror. Make sure the foot that is on that ball is light, is just holding it there. No pressure into that ball. Bring it back up to the sky. Flexion of the foot. Once again, rotation, hip and knee, and drop. We should feel our lower back sunk deep into the floor. Come on back up. Before you drop, feel your lower back. Don't let it move. Point the toe, rotate hip and knee, and drop. Do you have pressure in your ball, or is your ball as light as possible? Are you just gracing that ball? Come on back up. Roll the ball in, and then release the leg down. There you go. Beautiful. Make sure whenever you're dropping your leg, doesn't matter which side you're dropping the leg to, that you're keeping your lower back engaged. So again, whenever we're dropping legs, it's not about our ability and our mobility to drop the leg low. It's about keeping our core fully engaged, driven down so that our lower back is completely supported and sunk into the floor. Go ahead and switch legs onto those heels. Pull the knee in that's closest to the tennis court. Extend that leg up. Lift the leg up and away so you feel your lower back getting deeper in the mat. Hands go across the chest so your shoulders and elbows are off the ground. Flex that foot and let's go. Drop it towards the tennis court. Foot on the ball, lift it, lift it. You should not be putting weight into that ball because what happens is we counterbalance. Come on, back up. Go ahead into a point, rotation, hip and knee, hard again, and drop. Don't counterbalance. So if we're putting weight into the ball, it's helping our legs to drop to the side rather than using our abdominals to drop to the side. Come on, back up. Beautiful. Breathe, everybody. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Flexion, rotation, hip and knee. Lighten your load on the foot and drop. Excellent. So again, what's happening with your foot on that ball? Are you as light as you can? Or are you putting some pressure into that ball to help to support? Lift it, lift it. Come on, back up. Excellent. And point. Lift the leg up and away from the floor and drop. Use that core, drive it down, lighten your foot on that ball. That leg should be long and lifted off that ball. Long and lifted off that ball. Go ahead, bring that leg back up and roll the ball in first, then drop the leg. Beautiful. Give yourself a good recovery. If you want to get rid of the ball for a little bit, let's do a little longer on the recovery. You can drink some water, hydrate yourself, a nice stretch. Nice, everyone. Just give yourself that recovery. Excellent. We're going to do one more exercise on the back, and then we're going to switch over onto the stomach. The last exercise on the back is going to be without the ball. We are going to do double leg extension, single leg extension, and then straight leg extension. For double leg extension, arms and legs up to the sky for a modification, lower for more advanced. Same exact thing for single leg extension. Legs and arms can go up to the sky, although we're holding onto the legs for single leg extension. And then make sure your lower back is deep in the mat, that you're not rocking with these exercises. Please take a peek when we transition from one exercise to the next, but we're doing them all together in a big bunch. Let's get started by pulling the knees into the chest. Make sure you don't have your ball for this exercise. Just place it to the side. When we pull the knees into the chest, think about pelvic tilting without the feet on the floor to help drive that lower back down even more and engage the core. Please tuck chin into chest, raise shoulders off the mat. Let's hold it right here. Rotation into first position for the legs. Nice deep inhale in and double leg extension. First position means flexed feet, rotation of hips and knees out to the side. Pull the knees back in. Breathe, everybody. Inhale in and exhale, extension. And then we breathe. Beautiful. Pull it back in. Your back should not be moving on this one. It should stay static. Inhale in and exhale. Double leg extension, rotation. Zip the legs up, flex the feet. Pull those knees in. Breathe. Nice. Inhale in and exhale. Double leg extension. Beautiful. Lengthen, lengthen. And pull back in. Let's go into single leg. One leg in, one leg out. Hands on the shin. And let's do the switch. Switch, switch. And once again, my back is as quiet as possible. There should be no rocking. And I'm also trying to fully extend my leg. So my leg goes all the way out before I pull it back in. Lengthen so I can squeeze the glute, the quad, the hamstring, the calf. Beautiful. 4, 3, get ready, pause, 2, and pause right here. Lengthen the leg that's in the chest, nice and long. Beautiful, and switch, 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 switch. And again, my back should be as quiet as possible, no rocking side to side. Excellent, nor should it be lowering down and lifting back up. Switch, switch, switch. We're almost there. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Give yourself a good recovery for that. We are going to go on to the stomach, hands, knees. So take your time if you want to do some child's pose, if you want to do some cat-cow, whatever feels good. But we're going to do a nice recovery. So if you still want to be on your back just a little bit longer, please do. I want you to take your time, feel comfortable. Allow your body those nice exhales. They don't have to be quiet. Just relax. Use that vocalization of the exhale to help get that air out and to have a great recovery. Great, let's just about 20 more seconds of whatever feels really good. If you want to do some more dynamic movement, and again, cat-cow, child's pose, moving through it, rotation of spine, whatever feels good. And then we are going to grab our large ball. All right, go ahead and grab that large ball. You're on the knees to start us off, and then we are going to drop our body over that ball. Now, take your time with this because I want you to center yourself on the ball. We're going to extend the arms and the legs out long. Modification, you're going to keep them in just a little bit closer. More advanced position is going to be extending as far as you can with the arms and the legs. Another modification is the palms all the way down, deep fingers, and just your toes on the ground. You can vice versa that. So just your fingertips and the balls of the feet on the ground. And then the most advanced is going to be lengthening with fingertips and toe tips only. Making sure neck and spine is aligned for this one. Before we begin, we want a pelvic tilt into the ball, squeeze the glutes, and still pull the abdominals up towards the spine. Let's take it and lift one arm up. Find your balance. And now lift the opposite leg to that arm up. Find your balance. Breathe. Excellent. And again, this is where I want you to balance yourself or center yourself well on the ball. Release the arm, release the leg. Beautiful. Switch arm and switch leg. Pelvic tilt into the ball. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Lengthen those arms and legs. Release it down. Beautiful. Squeeze the glutes tight, stabilizing your hips, and lift arm, lift leg. And now this time we're pulsing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. And switch arm, switch leg, find your center and pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, control. 4, don't bounce off that ball. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. So recovery's up to you. You can drop over the ball, feels wonderful for that, or you can lift yourself up and roll that ball forward and drop down, depending on shoulder mobility and comfort. Excellent. Please set yourself back up onto that ball. This time we're going to take it and place all our weight forward onto our hands, and we're going to lift those legs up. Very important with this. We don't want to teeter-totter on the ball. So we don't want the fulcrum to be our stomach. We want to make sure that we're rolling back just a little bit so that we're using those glutes and those hamstrings for the ball. Lower back is fully engaged. We lift those legs up, but again, as you lift, you shouldn't be dropping the chest as you lift the legs. Pause right here and just hold on. Squeeze the glutes, pull those abs in, and now I want you to flutter kick. So we're kicking those legs. When we kick the legs, the ball wants to move. We want to quiet that ball down. So use the glutes, hamstrings, flutter kick. Don't rock on that ball. Beautiful. Breathe through this. Keep going. Lift those legs, but don't bring that chest lower. Squeeze glutes. 4, 3, 2, and release. Beautiful. Drop back. Excellent. Please come on back on. Now this time we're going to take it so that our hands don't have the weight, but our legs have the weight. So I'm sinking into my toes and the balls of the feet, and I'm slowly going to release the arms into a T-shaped position. Superwoman right here. Pause, squeeze the glutes, pull the abdominals in. Please rotate so that those thumbs are on top, pinching the shoulder blades gently together, and we're going to pulse the thumbs up to the sky. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pause. Palms facing down. Keep that chest lifted and slowly bring the arms to an I position, or if that pinches the shoulders, a narrow Y. Pause. Back to the T. Rotate palms facing down. Keep that chest lifted. Look down at the mat. Back to the I or narrow Y. Lift, lift, lift. Bring it back to the T. Keep lifting. Squeeze the glutes. One more. To the I or the Y. Now pause. Beautiful. And flutter the arms. Flutter the arms like we did with the legs. Try not to rock that ball. That's very difficult. Try not to rock the ball. 4, 3, 2, and release. Beautiful. Stretch it out. All right, come on back. Once again, we're placing the weight so it is forward onto the hands. And again, we're going to lift those legs up. We're going to get all the weight so it's as much as we can onto the chest. Now, or onto the arms. Now, as we are on the arms, I want you to start to roll the ball, keeping the legs lifted back towards the chest. Notice the change in how our hamstrings are starting to really engage, and so are our glutes. Let's take it and go frog legs with the knees. So I'm going to go out to the side with the knees, and I'm going to bring my feet together. Now I'm going to extend the legs long, and I'm going to shoot them as far back and up as I can. Lengthen. My feet are going to come apart for that. Now I'm going to go back to the frog legs, bringing my feet together. My knees go out to the side. My feet come in towards me. And I extend back out. My legs separate. And I go back to frog legs. Knees are out to the side. Feel those hamstrings. It's biasing your hamstrings so you may cramp. And extend out long, separate. Remember, I'm trying to lift my legs and lengthen. And then release it down. Beautiful. Stretch it out. We're almost there. Last one, everybody. Come on back up. This time we're going back into our feet. I'm going to slowly lift the arms up into that superwoman position. Now, in superwoman position, I'm going to try to walk myself a little bit more forward on that ball with my toes. As much as I can, whatever stabilizes. We're going to take the arms and we're going to sweep them all the way to the hips. And then we're going to push the pinkies up to the sky. Down to the hips, back to the T. Keep the chest lifted. Sweep to the hips, pinkies to the sky. Back to the T. Sweep to the hips, pinkies to the sky. Back to the T. Last one. Sweep to the hips, pinkies to the sky. And T, release it down. Beautiful. All right, I'd like you to get rid of the ball. Go into a stretch that feels comfortable. Child's pose, cat, cow. Okay, when you're ready, I'd like you to slowly move yourself so that you're on hands, knees. Our back is nice and flat. Neck and spine is aligned. We're first going to start by keeping the back flat and dropping the head down, just the head. So I'm going to feel a stretch in my neck, my shoulders. I'm not C-shaping that spine, not yet. I'm just letting my head dangle and stretch. And now I'm going to round into that C-shaped spine, push my hip towards my elbows. And back to flat back. Excellent. Let's do that again where we break it up. So first is just the head. We let it dangle. So we stretch the neck and the shoulders. And now we C-shape that spine. Think about some yeses and nos for that neck as we hold on to the C shape. And flat back. All right, let's take one arm, doesn't matter which one, and we're going to thread the needle in between the hand and the knee. There we go. Beautiful. Top arm goes up to the sky. It drops behind. Now remember that shoulder that's close to my chin, I want to push it away. That's a harder rotation, so be mindful of your spine. Back up to the sky. Beautiful. Release that hand down. Push yourself up. We got to neutral the spine first. So we C-shape the spine and we flat back. Then we thread the needle to the other side. Down onto the shoulder, the head. Extend that arm up. Arm goes behind the back. And we push that shoulder away from the chin. And again, listen to your rotation. If you need to drop it in a little bit, you're more than welcome to. It's a much harder rotation. Extension back up. Place that hand back down. Push yourself back up. Beautiful. Let's go back, heels to glutes. You can glide the hands out if you would like to, depending on shoulder mobility, forehead to the ground, or the elbows can stay in. Wonderful. Bring the arms so that the hands are in between the head and the knees. Relax the shoulders. Relax into that forehead. Nice deep inhale, everybody, and exhale, slowly roll it up. vertebra by vertebra. Shoulders are last, back and down. Fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. Nice job.